Water consumption is critical on Earth, but even more so here on the International Space Station, where we have a closed environment. From washing ourselves to making our coffee, or even when we sweat, the water that gets expelled is collected into a purification system, and we reclaim about 93% of all the water on board. Definite soapy water here in space. Mix it up. Well, got some on the outside apparently. Water used to be delivered in water-filled bags like this one. We brought them up on space shuttles and, of course, all of the visiting resupply vehicles. But since 2010, we've got a system on board that can purify the water real time. You don't have to take it out and store it in bags. We have filters and a keg-sized distiller that spins to create artificial gravity and move the wastewater along. And with it, we can recycle about 6,000 liters of extra water for the station each year. We even recycle our urine. But before you cringe at the thought of drinking your leftover wash water and your leftover urine, keep in mind that the water that we end up with is purer than most of the water that you drink on a daily basis at home. That makes the International Space Station its own self-contained environment. That's a critical step towards living for long periods off of planet Earth. Water consumption
Bubble time. Bubble time. Welcome back to Words Wednesday on HQTV. We're coming to you live with yet another game of puzzles to enrich your brain and maybe your wallet. But first, here's a skinny on how to play along. First, you'll be given a wheel. Spin it to get a free letter that will be revealed to you throughout the game. Next, they'll give you clues to our 12-word puzzles. Use the clue, your cognitive reasoning, and the keypad at the bottom to within 20 seconds to tap out the letters to the answer. If you guess the wrong letter, you'll get a strike. If you use up all of your strikes, you're out for the night. If you have an extra life, you can use it to get a second chance except on the final puzzle. If you get to the final puzzle and solve it correctly, you'll win or share that cash prize. All right? I believe in you. We're also in the midst of our May season that includes some cool perks. Let's go to that wonderful intro by Russell Weiner. Roll it! Hello, word nerds! This is HQTV Words, the game where the fastest fickle fingers of fate formulate phrases for fun, phrases and phonics for fun and frivolity with me, Farad Muhammad. And I am joined by 56 players. I'm so glad you could all join us. If you have friends who have already jailbroken the app, tell them to join in right now. And be sure to follow the HQTV team on Twitter at PlayHQTV for all updates and also to be notified of upcoming games. You can also join the HQTV community at our Discord. Join it, take a screen cap of this QR code and open the link within. You'll be invited to converse with each other beyond the little chat at the bottom of your screen here. You can also just enter the web address into screen capture if QRs aren't your thing, of course. Now, a quick side note. This independently made fan game is not produced by HQ Trivia LLC. Also, let us know on Twitter or Discord if anything goes askew during tonight's games. Now, if you're watching live on my Twitch or Instagram feed, I'm afraid you cannot be able to play along, and you won't be able to see the effects of some of the from the games. But be sure to re-download the HQ Trivia app and prep it to play the future games. You could win some money. We'll have a game of HQ Trivia coming up this Friday on May 24th. Now, I have 12 brain-scrambling word puzzles for you, along with 10 strikes, but hopefully you won't need them. If you solve the last puzzle correctly, you'll win a share to cash prize of $10 dang. However, if you'd like to donate your winnings back to HQTV in order to help to keep the games coming, there'll be a donate button where your winnings are listed in the app. We're also underway with our May season here in HQTV. In case you're unfamiliar, during the month of May, you can earn points by solving puzzles live during words, answering questions live during trivia, or playing the daily challenges whenever you like. Once you get up to 5,000 points, you move up to level 1, and the more points you get, you will get higher and higher levels. For each level, you will earn a permanent free strike for the rest of the season. And these free strikes are added to your original strikes at the top of the game. So if you're on level 3, you'll have 13 strikes for this game, for example. Now, you can collect coins playing trivia words in the daily challenges as well, and those coins can get you extra lives, erasers, and super spins in the store section of this app. There's another way to get a free life, though. I'll give you a clue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3. All right. Anyway, it is now time to spin that wheel around my face. So spin, spin, spin. Round and round it goes. Where it stops is above my nose. Yeah, that's a solid letter right there. Beautiful. Alrighty. Tell me which letters you got in the chat there as well. Okay, so be sure to pick up a super spin to reveal more letters on the wheel in the store section of this app. Anyway, let us get to it. Oh, let's see. We got an A, we got an N, we got TR and S. Some of you are using your super spins there. Beautiful. Got an O, or is that a Q? That's an O. There you go. Here. Alrighty then. Let's get to it. Are you ready to make mincemeat of these puzzles with the power of typography? Then it's time for the first puzzle of the game. So put on your thinking caps, grab your favorite edition of the Encyclopedia Britannica, and let's dive right in. It's late spring here in the Northern Hemisphere, which is my favorite time of year. The daylight hours are getting longer, the temperatures are rising, and people are starting to grill outside. If you're going to a barbecue this weekend, be sure to enjoy this lovely hot day treat. Now, for those of you who are fans of Beyonce, will also probably get this puzzle. That, or maybe Portal 2 fans. Anyone remember Cave Johnson from that game? I don't want your dang lemons. What am I going to do with these? I'm going to burn your house down with the lemons. Anyway, some of you don't have it. Well, we'll see how this goes here. Alrighty then. Yeah, I just gave away 62% of the puzzle by saying the word lemon over and over again. We were talking about that cool, refreshing drink, or the album talking about Jay-Z's Infidelity, Lemonade. Yes, indeed. And it looks like that 51 of you got that one right. Unfortunately, 9 of you were squeezed out. That's unfortunate, but hopefully you can be able to use those extra lives there. Now, a tall glass of lemonade is perfect on a hot, scorching day, but as the day gets hotter, you might crave a more leisurely way to cool off. Imagine the worries of the day melting away as you are simply floating around. This is a tubular puzzle indeed. It's one of my wife's Patty's favorite activities when she's at a particular type of amusement park. I tried one once and held on for dear life. I'm just not built for that sort of fun, I'm afraid. Let's see. What do we have here? Okay. Well, now, whether it's a water park, a resort, or an indoor recreation center, you will find people cooling off and floating away in a lazy river. Yes, indeed. And 37 of you got that one. 17, unfortunately, did not get that one. But again, hopefully you can use those extra lives there. If not, we'll be able to see you in the game of trivia coming up on Friday. Alrighty. The gentle current of the lazy river eventually slows, leaving you peacefully adrift. As you soak up the quiet, you can't help but wonder about other places where time seems to stand still. Like this timeless place where you can find giant rocks from a bygone era. It's way off in Britain, isn't it? You know, this site is actually owned by the British Crown. And no matter who owns it, it serves as a reminder of the enduring human fascination with the cosmos. Yeah, a lot of you are getting this one. Fantastic. Beautiful. Okay. Alrighty. Time. We were looking for what Eddie Izzard called one of the largest henges in the world, Stonehenge. Yes, and here. 42 of you got that one. 3 of you, unfortunately, did not. You got stoned? No, that can't be right. Anyway, the mysteries of the ancient circles of Stonehenge make you ponder the vastness of time and the countless stories that are yet to be told. Some tales, though, unfold in the grittier corners of the modern world, where fast cars and high stakes collide. That's the kind of experience you'll find in Rockstar's Best Game Series. I think I started playing this in 2002 or so. I really like the radio selections that came with them, like Chatterbox FM with Laszlo Jones, or Chakra Attack with Dr. Ray D'Angelo. Ray D'Angelo Harris, and also Liberty Rock Radio. Okay. Anyone excited of returning to Vice City next year? Because we're talking about Grand Theft Auto. And if you have a favorite GTA game, let me know in the chat. 37 of you got that one. Unfortunately, 5 of you got uninstalled, I guess, here. So that's unfortunate, but hopefully you'll be able to use those extra lives. I got to stop reminding you of that. You already know about the extra lives. Grand Theft Auto's open world lets you make all sorts of choices, some with chaotic consequences. You ever tried firing a helicopter with a bazooka? Anyway, but what if those choices were not about entertainment, but about life and death? Imagine a situation where a split-second decision could save some but doom others. A tough call that makes you really think about it. Imagine a scenario where a single choice can determine the fate of many. This impossible situation forces you to confront a terrible choice. It's kind of like the Kobayashi Maru, but without spaceships. What do we got? Alrighty. Pump the brakes. We were looking for that agonizing, hypothetical situation that thankfully never appeared on Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. The trolley problem. Yes, indeed. 28 of you got that one. Unfortunately, 11 of you, well, I guess got ran over by the trolley. That's kind of macabre. Anyway, so yeah, 28 of you are still in it to win it. Great. Now, tough decisions can leave you feeling drained, so how about a lighter way to test your skills? Forget life or death choices. See if you can challenge yourself in a completely different way with this fun activity. It's a perfect way to unwind and enjoy some friendly competition. An activity that combines precision with a touch of whimsy. Picture yourself navigating a quirky course filled with unexpected twists and turns. But why do a lot of them have windmills? I never understand that here. Okay. I hope you got your best putter and eraserless pencil because we're about to play a round or two of miniature golf. Yes, indeedy. 33 of you got that one right. 1 of you got that one incorrect. Well, I'm glad to see that most of you managed to get that one there. That was a bit of a nice palate cleanser, I guess, there. Alrighty then. If you're still in it to win it, give yourself a pat on the back because we are now officially halfway through tonight's game. Now, once again, we're broadcasting live from Los Angeles. The original name of the city was El Pueblo de Nuestra Señora Reina de Los Angeles del Rio Porciuncula. Now, there are other locations worldwide that also have originally different names. So, tell me the name of this ancient city. It's now a world capital, so that narrows it down to like 200 cities. Let me know where you're playing from in the chat once you're done with the puzzle, of course. Alrighty. Even Old New York was once New Amsterdam. Why they changed it, I can't say. People just liked it better that way. Those are the lyrics from the They Might Be Giants song, Istanbul, not Constantinople. Constantinople is what we were looking for here. And 31 of you managed to get that one correct. Beautiful. Tremendous. Alrighty. Once a grand capital of empires, Constantinople's rich history evokes thoughts of competition and the pursuit of glory. This somehow carries over to the intensity of major sporting events. Imagine the thrill of a hard-fought championship series, where every point pushes a team closer to sweet victory at the end of this annual sporting event. And no, we're not talking about the beverage container. It looks like it's down to Dallas, Edmonton, Florida, and New York this time around. I'm more of a Chicago fan, and I got to be in the crowds of Wrigleyville when they won. Well, 9 years ago. It's been a while. Okay. Got ourselves a Y and an E release there. Okay. It's the battle on the ice for the coveted trophy. We're talking about the Stanley Cup playoffs. Playoffs? I'm not talking about playoffs. You kidding me? 29 of you got that one right. 2 of you, unfortunately, well, slipped on the ice, I guess, here. Alrighty. Magnificent. The intensity of the Stanley Cup playoffs has casual hockey viewers buzzing with inquiries about the game and how it's played. I myself didn't know what the power play was until just recently. But instead of asking your hockey fan friends about it during the game, one could consult this list of given answers. Okay. It's not just about hockey. These documents have covered a myriad of subjects and have exploded with popularity with the advent of the World Wide Web. It's a nice location to get all the info in one place. Okay. We need just the facts. No, not the facts. The facts, the FAQs, or frequently asked questions. Yes, indeed. That's what we were talking about right here. And it looks like that 27 of you got that one right. 3 of you, unfortunately, reloaded and got erased. I need to make these up here. Anyway, splendid. We've covered a lot of ground, and I hope you're ready as we go into double digits here in our game. For now, though, let's change gears and explore a popular choice of transportation for large families. They sometimes seem intimidating, especially on city streets, but just remember that when it comes down to it, it's a car. Yeah, it's just a car. That sometimes handles like a boat, but then again, so do Lincolns, and I had 2 of those. But just do all of us a favor. If you have one of these, not the Lincolns, the answer to this puzzle, don't think you can get away with parking in the compact section, in the parking lot. Capiche? Alright. You'll see them in the carpool lane and after soccer practice. We are, of course, talking about a sport utility vehicle. 24 of you got that one. Unfortunately, 4 of you, well, spun out. I don't know here. Okay, well, there you go here. Brilliant. It is now time for the penultimate puzzle and the last chance to use your extra lives if you have any. We are broadcasting here on HQTV to all, what is this here, 50 players. Beautiful tonight. And we appreciate every one of you. We're a bit of a niche game, so our audience is a little bit more of an intimate crowd, of course. Unlike this other sort of broadcast, which is something that everyone watches. They're usually the most televised event no matter what country you're in, though the actual event may change depending on your location. They're usually brought in more numbers than series finales of dramas and sitcoms, and are usually only trounced by the moon landing in 1969. Alrighty. Whether it's the Super Bowl, the World Cup, or Eurovision, you can't deny the ratings drawn by world championships. That's what we were looking for here. 23 of you got that one right. Unfortunately, 4 of you got that one incorrect. Okay, so to the 23 of you and those of you who are using extra lives, are you ready? Because it's now time for the final puzzle. If you've made it this far, be proud and be humble, because if you're still into it and get this one right, you'll win a share of that cash prize. No extra lives, no mercy. Here we go. As mentioned before, World Championships can be a sporting event or some sort of competition, or some other sort of competition. So for the last puzzle, tell me the name of the TV program when Tony won it twice. This is the last puzzle, so no hints from me. Good luck. Alrighty then. Okay. The Tony we were referring to was Anthony Tony Vlachos, a police officer and 2-time winner of the reality competition series Survivor on CBS. The Tribal Council first voted him to victory in the show's 28th season, Survivor Cagayan, in 2014. He and other winners returned for the show's 40th season, where he achieved victory once again. The name of that season was Winners at War, and 24 of you. Congratulations to all of you. You saw, you saw. You each split for $10, which comes to 42 cents a person. And the winners are Best Ken Ever, number 7, is IR0315, Nova Steven, Lizzie Beth 88, Eileen, SJP 103, Urban Sombrero, Barney, Mullen Next to Sky, Ari Senate, Tornado Soul 07, K Bendel, Buffalo Plaid, Annie B4011, Soft Cell Tacos, Jeremy TR93, Show Feet, Cowbear, Worst Can Never, B Trivia 3, Eugene, Rend, and Who Kitty. All righty. Well, as always, thanks again to HQTV for giving me this opportunity. And it's a pleasure and a personal thrill to host games for you. And of course, thanks to all of you for joining us and for your patience. Be sure to follow me on Twitter, Threads, and Instagram at FAD Muhammad. And you can join us for our next trivia game on Friday, the 24th, and we'll return here to the Lexicon Fab on HQTV Words next Wednesday, May 29th. The last game for a season finale of both trivia and words on May the 30th. In the meantime, your friends to prep the app and follow the HQTV Twitter feed at PlayHQTV for all updates. And don't forget to join the HQTV Community to chat up with fellow fans of HQ and get notifications at our Discord. Take a screen up of this QR code and use the address to join in. Special thanks to the curators of HQ Words Graphics, Music, Sounds, and Development, including Kevin Shand, Mavis Everett, Marcus Eckert, Russell Weiner, and many, many others. This fan-run project is a labor of love, and it wouldn't have looked nearly as nice without the work that you've all put into it. Until next time, this has been Farad Muhammad, and it's the 32nd anniversary of the final episode of the Tonight Show starring Johnny Carson. So do yourself a favor and check out that episode when you can. No one has done late night better since. Good night.